Hello, my name is Scott Britton. I'm the president and CEO of MyIntelliSource Incorporated. This is part 3 of our 5-part series, Getting Up and Running Quickly with MyIntelliAccount Web. In this video, I will be creating a secondary user account for an employee to also use the system. The process is similar to registering, but a little different than when you registered. So let's get started. From the MyIntelliAccount homepage, go select the business you created in the last video by going to Settings, then Businesses, then View Update. My business is still selected, but if yours is not, click the Use button in the row with the business you created. To begin adding a secondary user, click Settings, then Users, then Invitations, then New. When MyIntelliSource created its user system, we wanted to make it very simple to add users to a particular system. So we came up with the idea of sending out invitations via email where a user simply clicks a link, creates a primary account, and we would then automatically link the user to the account that sent the invitation to the secondary user. So for your first secondary user account, enter an email address that you either control or someone else associated with you controls other than the one you use to register with. Since we created the account with developer at MyIntelliSource.com, I will create my new secondary account with our customer service email address, cs@MyIntelliSource.com. Once you have entered the email address you want to use, the Submit button will turn blue if it is a valid email address. Click it. One point that I will note here, you are not billed for secondary user accounts until a target user clicks the link in the email they receive and either logs in or registers. Both of these events must occur, and once they do, your subscription will automatically be updated if you're already subscribed. I click the Submit button, and what I just explained comes up in the confirmation message. Confirm the message and the process will begin. Now you just have to wait for the user to click the link and register or log in before you can take care of the permissions for the user. But first we will have a look at the process from the secondary user's point of view. If you are doing this from the same computer that you logged into MyIntelliAccount, make sure and log out first before starting the secondary user process. To log out, click the gear icon in the right of the blue menu bar and click Log Out. Switching to my email account, this is an example of the message the user will receive when being invited to use MyIntelliAccount as a secondary user on someone else's account. Do you see the blue link? This is what you click to start the process. Click the link now. This will open your default browser window to the MyIntelliSource login screen. If the user already has a MyIntelliSource account, all he or she has to do is log in and the process is complete. If not, then once the user registers and verifies their account, the process will be complete. Because we have already gone over creating user accounts in video number 1, I will just log in with the customer service account that I've already created for simplicity. This will take us to the MyIntelliSource application selection page again. Click the MyIntelliAccount icon to bring up the MyIntelliAccount home screen again. Everything basically looks the same except one subtle difference that decides whether the user is using his or her primary account or is acting as a secondary user on someone else's account. In the middle of the blue menu bar sits a select box with my account currently listed as a selection. If I go up and click on it, you will see that my primary account has been added. If I select the other account, now I am using my MyIntelliAccount as a secondary user on someone else's account. As stated before, the secondary user will have no permissions to begin with. To assign permissions, log out of the secondary user account by going to the gear icon in the right blue menu bar, select log out, and then log back in as the primary user. Go back and select your business. Since our business was already selected, go to Settings, Users, View Update. Here you'll get a list of your secondary user accounts. At this point, I only have one secondary account. To set permissions for the account, click the button in the row that says View Update. If you scroll down the page, you can see that you may have very fine control over the user's access. Each setting has 5 choices: None, Read, Read and Insert, Read, Insert and Update, and Read, Insert, Update and Delete. These permissions are self-explanatory and I will not go over them, but you can set each of the controls to one of these permissions. The default permission is None. To set permissions, select the business that you want to set the user's permissions. We only have one, so I will select it. This enables all the select boxes in each of the permission rows. Since the option defaults to none for everyone, I can safely set the permissions I need to without disturbing the others. For this user, I will select the read permission for the chart of accounts and the read and insert permission for the journal entries option. Once I click submit, the permissions take effect immediately. Confirm the message, and now I have set the permissions for the user. If I were to log back in as a secondary user and click to use a secondary account, you would see that the only options I could select are the chart of accounts as read only and journal entries as read and insert. I will leave that as an exercise for you to perform. In the next video, I will talk about setting all the other settings before you use MyIntelliAccount for the first time. Thank you for watching part 3 of our 5-part series, Getting Up and Running Quickly with MyIntelliAccount Web. If you'd like to know more information about our company and its software, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, or YouTube, explore our website at www.MyIntelliSource.com, or send us an email at the email address listed at the end of this video. Take care and have a great day.